Now then, AIDA. I know it sounds like an opera. It's not. Been to one opera once in my life. Quite enjoyed it, but nothing to do with making money. In fact, it was blooming expensive to get in there. AIDA is a phrase that's been, a mnemonic actually, that's been used by people in marketing and advertising for more years than, well, I have no idea how many years, but lots of years. And if you, after studying this particular lecture, go and pick up your local newspaper, listen to a radio commercial, watch a TV commercial, anything that's trying to sell you something to get you to perform an action, buy a car, buy some soap powder, go to a restaurant or whatever, then it will always, if it's been professionally produced, follow the AIDA rules. So, pen and paper at the ready, let's go through this. Let me tell you what the rules are. There's only 4 of them, and you can probably guess what the initial letters are, and then we'll show you how you use it on Udemy. So, AIDA begins with an A, and A is for attention. You have to get the attention of your student. And again, let's go back to the advertising world. A headline on a newspaper advert or the introduction to a TV commercial, the first few words on a radio commercial, tell you something to get to your attention. That's the whole point of an advert of some sort. And remember that your Udemy course is an advert. At the end of the day, you want people to take your course, you're advertising it in the bit that people can see. So you've got to get their attention. You've got to have something there right at the beginning that is really good. Now, one of the things that we have on Udemy are the thumbnails, and you'll see how to get those for free. Wonderful thumbnails designed by brilliant experts who have access to far more data than you and I have, and that's later in the course. But your headline, as we mentioned already, must get attention. If you've got their attention, then people are going to read on. So your job of your headline is to grab their attention, and as we've already discussed, there's something there, what the course is about, but what's in it for them to take it. That brings us on to I, which stands for interest. We must get the potential student's interest. You must say something there that's going to interest them. If you don't do that in the headline or the subtitle or as quick as possible and in your thumbnail, you've lost them. You absolutely lost them. You really have. And again, if you listen to radio commercials, TV commercials, look at adverts in the press where they want you to take action, to buy something, to do something, you will see that the second part of any advertisement that's professionally produced is getting that person's interest. And again, if you follow my courses on Udemy, you'll see that's what I do. I get the attention, I get the interest. The D of AIDA stands for desire. And the idea here, no, I'm just going to have trouble saying that. The idea here, got it right third time, it'll come out right in the edit, is for desire. Desire means you want people to think, oh, I want this, I'm going to have that, wow, this is really good. And that's what you're doing mostly in your description of your course. However, it's also very much relevant to your title, the way Udemy is laid out, because you're telling them what you're going to teach them, and you're going to tell them what the benefit's going to be, and backing that up in your subheading, and then explaining it more in your description. So all you're doing there is getting that desire going. All right. So I want you to write AIDA down and stick it at the side of your monitor, on your office wall, or your kitchen room table, whatever. So you make sure whenever you're writing these things, you've got AIDA written down. Now we've got as far as D for desire. I don't know if you know what the A is, but I'll tell you. And it's a silly thing that everybody misses out. If you look back at adverts a few years ago, it still happens now, you look at adverts in magazines and so on, you'd have a coupon in the corner, and it would tell you to take the scissors and fill your name and address in and cut that coupon out. Or if it's on TV, call our free phone, 0800 or whatever number now, even on the radio. The A actually stands for action. You don't just assume that people will actually take action. You've got to tell them, you've got to help them. I talk about guarantees and descriptions and so on. I always tell people at the end of my courses, take action now. Every few minutes you're delaying, you're not whatever the benefit is above. You're not making money from YouTube. You're not making money from your photographs. You're not doing the various things that I show in the courses. So one of the last things in your description is actually telling the potential student to take action. Buy this course now. Get this course now. Don't do it cheesily. You can do it nicely because you can remind them if your course is about doing something and they can make more money next week, take this course now, you can make more money next week. Always come back to that original attention and the title of what will be the benefit for them. So AIDA is something that sometimes quite experienced people who create courses and books and all sorts of things tend to ignore, partly because they don't know it, partly because they don't understand it. I hope you certainly know it and understand it now. But to reiterate, you must get their attention, you must get the interest, You must get that desire. Wow, I want this. My goodness me. How much is this? Wow, it's a bargain. Look, I'm going to get all this. I'm going to get that. I get really excited, like we do when we see a new toy or a new car or a new computer or whatever. And then you must, the one bit that people miss out more than anything, you must ask for the action. You must get them to, actually in this case on Udemy, to press the buy button top right. There's a big green button top right. Enroll in this course now. Phrases like enroll work really well because Udemy is quite clever. They talk about students and instructors and this sort of thing, about enrolling in courses, taking lectures, take this course, all those sort of things you tend not to see on other Udemy-like course basis, the sites that offer these sort of courses. Udemy does it quite well by using those words, and they use those words for a darn good reason. It comes across as efficient, as honest and so on to the students, and you can follow that through by using AIDA, getting their interest, start that again. You know what AIDA stands for now. You've written it down. I'm not going to repeat it. Okay. So get their attention, get their interest, get their desire, but make sure you don't miss out about taking the action. And again, if you do that, next time you see an opera or hear about an opera or whatever, you'll think, oh, Alan taught me about that. That's been the secret to my success. And if you do that, again, it'll make one heck of a difference to your sales on Udemy. You'll come across as more professional, you'll get more sales, and people will be much happier and will buy from you again and again. AIDA, not an opera.